Hello and welcome! Did you know that our Imalytics Preclinical software comes with several handy mouse mode shortcuts? In this video I show you these shortcuts and explain how they can make your image analysis workflow much faster and easier. Let's start by opening the software. So this is our Imalytics Preclinical, and I will load an example dataset and the tutorials, general, introduction, load example dataset. To make things more clear, I also open a few more slice views and the 3D rendering. The mouse mode shortcuts in Imalytics Preclinical are special keyboard shortcuts that help users use various functions within the software more efficiently. And you can find a list of the shortcuts under Help, Mouse Mode Shortcuts. And here it is. This is the full list, and now I will walk you through each of them. But before I start, it is worth to mention that you can use these shortcuts independently what mouse mode of the mouse mode toolbar you have selected. So it doesn't matter if you have the draw segmentation, the rotate view, or the slice view. So now let's start. The first shortcut is Shift and right mouse button. And with this, you can draw scribbles. And draw scribbles is a very important function. You can use it in the 2D slice views, not in the 3D rendering. And we implemented this shortcut because it's important for the delineation of boundaries of organs or to draw voice. So that's why we have this shortcut implemented in the Imalytics Preclinical software. The second mouse mode shortcut is Control and right mouse button. And this is to create markers. Like this and this, and it works in 2D and in 3D. And markers are often used for image fusion, for marker-based image fusion, or for measuring distances. That's why we have the shortcut. The next one is Control and left mouse button, and this centers the view. So it means you can jump around in 2D or also in 3D. And this makes it easy to quickly go to your organ of interest. For example, I can jump to the heart here. The next is middle mouse button, and this is to slice through the dataset. So now I can slice through my dataset here. If you want to go through your sample in more detail, you can use Alt and the mouse wheel, and this shortcut is good to inspect the image data slowly for more detail. So again, to go fast, just use the middle mouse button. For slowly, Alt and mouse wheel. The next shortcut is Control and mouse wheel. And with it you can zoom in and zoom out. In 2D and in 3D, it's a very useful feature. The next one is Control, Alt and middle mouse button to change the clipping distance. I will activate the clipping plane of the segmentation here. And now Control, Alt and middle mouse button. What you can see, I can have a look inside the organs with this shortcut. Very impressive. The next one is Alt and left mouse button, and this is a very important one because it's rotating your view in 2D and in 3D. Next one is Alt and right mouse button. And with it you can change the windowing settings. Like this. And it also works in 2D and 3D. I forgot Control left and Control Shift and left mouse button. This is a very new function or mouse mode shortcut, and it's for the draw segmentation. Let me show. It's Control, Shift and left mouse button. And in this way you can draw segmentation. Let me add a temp class to make it more clear. Like this. Okay. Next one is the right mouse button. This is a very easy one. It sets the input class where you click. For example, now deliver is selected as input class, and it opens the context menu. And as you know, the context menu is different in the 2D slice view in comparison to the 3D rendering. Slightly different. Next one and last one is Shift and mouse wheel. And with this mouse mode shortcut, you can navigate through time bonds and dynamic datasets. To show to you, I will open a dynamic PET-CT dataset here. And when I use Shift and mouse wheel now, I have the underlay selected, and the underlay has only one time point, so I get this error message here. When I go now to the overlay, I can now go through the time points. Perfect. This was the last mouse mode shortcut, and as you can see, these shortcuts are independent of the mouse mode selected in the toolbar, and which makes it even more flexible, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. I hope this gave you a good overview of the mouse mode shortcuts in the Imalytics Preclinical software, and I recommend to try using them in your image analysis because they can really speed up your work and make navigation much smoother. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.